Hey, you two. Yeah, I'm back. I'll be here for a minute. I want to talk about the situation. Now, we all know Dee Ramsey. She has been a part of the YouTube B sector certainly since I began. She was already here when I arrived here. But she's always been around, right? There's something going on with that woman, right? So generally speaking, I have made several videos concerning her because of, and particularly about her drinking. So I would come on and I would laugh and make fun because you're drinking, Dee Ramsey drinking about alcohol, that kind of thing, right? But after that dance video, uh, it was no longer amusing to me, not funny to me, because I saw that this woman is really going through some serious changes in her life. Nobody leaves their job. You remember she took a lot of pride in her job, talked about it constantly, and her house. Now, the job is gone and the house is gone, and she's riding around in a car. So we can assume that she is going through some kind of major crisis in her life. She has not been forthcoming about, I don't know why a husband would send their wife out on the road by themselves separately. So we don't know what's going on in her life, but we know it's something pretty serious. So I know I had stopped making commentary about Miss Dee Ramsey after the scene where she was dancing in the park. I could see that something was wrong, but I had no idea the depth to which something is wrong with her. Right, she's going through. So I did see some of her video. I saw her break out in tears and crying and so forth. And I saw that she was laughing and crying at the same time. She had a serious reaction to someone giving her some money. So I guess her pride is not saying that, listen, I'm out on the road. I'm sleeping in my car most nights. I don't have a house and I don't know where my husband is. Maybe her pride would not allow her to say that, and really, I don't have any money, right? Because her reaction was so extreme to her receiving some money. So what I want to do, I want to put her Cash App in my chat here in case this woman is really going through financially. If she's out on the road by herself, which is already dangerous. This Cash App, let me put the name in here. Yes, and I will donate myself as well. Yes, we have picked on each other on YouTube, but if she's out there driving around in a car, I think it's something more serious going on with her. Nobody's giving up their home for that kind of a life, you know. So, but the thing that annoyed me, as usual, you know what annoys me, is Jay Wilson, who was supposed to build himself as some kind of pastor, and he is so well versed in scripture, he says, and he has got degrees from seminary, and he went to Bible college and all this stuff that he claims. And yet this man is breaking out in hysterical laughter because this woman is going through whatever she's going through. Her face is thin. She doesn't look well to me. Not physically unwell, but the stress. So I want to encourage you guys, if you have it in your heart, just want to do something good for somebody, you don't even have to know who it is, you know. So we'll do that. Let me see how I can do it now. We'll certainly do that. Cash. Let me see. Put your money where your mouth is. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. And then pay to. What's her name? Dollar sign. Dollar sign. D. Now, she has not asked for any of this kind of attention. But just her reaction tells me that she may be in crisis for money. She may actually need some money. Where's that? God damn it. People don't get old. Please stay young forever. So it's all capital letters. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. And then Ram. Okay. Then SEY. Oh, God damn it. You got to stay with all the capital letters. Ram. Ram. Don't y'all call me retarded. I'm doing the best I can, honey. But I think it's best to just do those things when you're thinking of them right then, because you forget about it. Ram. DEE Ram 68. 68. Okay. Send this cash. What's wrong? There she is. Dee Ramsey. Confirm. 355. Oh. Yeah, she might be too proud to actually say that she actually needs. Begging doesn't come easy to most people. We just say begging on here, but there's a need. See, this Jay Wilson, he about to lost his goddamn mind because somebody gave that woman $100. He, oh my God, what if they would have gave you $1,000? But considering what you are, Jay Wilson, and the way you come on here and beg and find different ways to beg people every motherfucking day, why is it that every time somebody else gets $1, whether it's that woman, Dovey, whoever, Rico gets $10, you always got your ass so excited. Oh, they begging. Look at them begging. Oh, you need more money? Oh, you got how excited you got for that money. Bitch, you beg every motherfucking day you're on here, girl. And then you're on 3 and 4 and 5 times a goddamn day. The day is just starting. You already been on 3 times, girl. Oh, I put my commercial. You ain't putting a shit on that ain't nobody else putting on, girl. You're obsessed with money. Money is your God. I don't know why somebody like you would sign up to go to a seminary. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You're still trying to prove that God's not going to send you to hell because you're gay. That's your spirituality, girl. That was it. There's nothing ministerial about you, Jay Wilson. Why, if this woman, what if that woman took that car and drove it off a goddamn cliff? Would that be content as well? Y'all don't believe me. I don't know why y'all have a hard time believing me. It's because the shit is so unbelievable. Wait a minute. Let's get a little taste.
Dee Ramsey and Calumet Mountain yourself. You're going to be finding your inner puppy if you chewing on my furniture. All right, let me get on back over here. Ooh, baby. Anyway, y'all, let me get this now because this soup was good. Oh, my God, it was good.
I told you you're eating all the time.
Okay, y'all. But I want y'all to say a little prayer for Dee Ramsey. I don't know what.
Prayer? Really? Are you serious?
I know it's spiritual. I know it's something spiritual, girl.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got that little money, girl, when you got that little money, you went somewhere else, daughter. You went somewhere else,
and that's when you were supposed to be on there typing in her Cash App, bitch. You're the one over here claiming to be in ministry. I want you to apologize to these people in the beef sector for coming on here pretending to be a pastor. Ain't nothing no pastor about you. You came in here and you ripped those people off. You drove them over there on Sunday and you start calling yourself a pastor. Why? Because then you had a license to beg. You had a reason to be begging because they were giving the money to God. No better or worse than the rest of them charlatans over there, girl. That's constantly using that ministry as a way to get money out of people. And why are you so excited and so interested every time somebody on this motherfucker gets a couple of dollars? Right? Oh, you said, oh, Timothy Blaine, I'm a screenshot. Anybody got a screenshot? He begging. every time somebody gets a goddamn cash app, this nigga about to lose his mind, girl. And then he come over here and beg. And I don't beg. I don't beg. Oh, they just give. You just give. Oh, what was that? $5? Woo! Oh, glory. Miss Thing, why don't you just forget about money? Forget about it. Why don't you work on being a decent human being? That's a good place to start, right? Now, I don't know if your family just, I mean, I just don't understand it, girl. I just don't understand. Why did you go to something like seminary, girl? What did you hope to accomplish, Jay Wilson? Was it only a way because you felt like if you could be a pastor, you would get the money? It's all money, 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 right? And you're obsessed with other people getting money, right? They ain't supposed to get nothing. Only supposed to give it to you, girl. You're sick in the head. And money is your God. Your God is money. This woman has just lost her home. We don't know why. We don't know how she spends it. Whatever. All we know is she done lost her damn house, which she took a lot of pride in. All we know is she obviously is not on the job if she's out traveling in a car, right? We know she sold her car and her purses and all her shit and moved into an apartment the size it is, right? That could not bring on happiness, girl, because she's been on the road ever since, right? So we don't know her issues because I don't want to go in there playing and fucking around with people if they're going through or if they're having a hard time or a hard struggle, girl. But you the one who claim ministry, the ministry of our God. You're the one who takes pleasure in the misfortune of other people. That's why you never made it in ministry, nowhere. They saw through you when you came through the door, girl. They smelled you when you got off the elevator. Right? Worthless piece of shit. As far as ministry goes, you need to drop that title. You need to go over there and take that doctor off of your name and take that pastor off your name because you're not a doctor and you're not a pastor. You say your name is J. Wilson. There's no record of a J. Wilson with a doctorate degree, right? So you said you have a doctorate degree under James Wilcox, right? So why your name over here, Dr. Pastor J. Wilson, right? You don't even have a respect for this thing you claim that you studied under, right? It is disgraceful. You don't kick somebody when they're down. Let me say it again. You don't kick somebody when they're down. Now say it one more time. You don't kick somebody when they're down. You just don't do it. And we don't know the details. And we may never know any of the details. But it would take a blind man could see that that woman is going through major changes in her life. She's in a struggle. I don't give a damn what she says. Right? What y'all think? Did y'all see him over there acting a goddamn fool? He is so concerned because this girl got $100. She out here on the goddamn road in the mountain some motherfucking where.
You started giving me Miss Sealy. He left you the house, but he left me the money. And then, girl, I don't know what you're going through, Dee Ramsey.
No, you don't. Why should you?
Okay. I don't know. Miss Cruiser, did you go see Dee Ramsey over there? And I know, let me say this. I know that Dee Ramsey is on a journey. Whatever that journey is, that's between her and her maker, her creator.
What do you mean, Mercury Korea? I thought his name was God. You're supposed to be a pastor, right? So you're supposed to be there to encourage the people. You're supposed to see somebody in crisis, girl. You're supposed to be there to minister to them, right? All you can think about is she got $100. A disgusting pig. That's what you are. That's why I have no respect for you. I don't think anybody has any respect for you, Jay Wilson. Not really. Right? They just come on here to hate your ass, honey. You're somebody who is fascinating to hate. So y'all please consider donating a donation to that girl. Small donation. Apparently that has a big effect on her. I don't care what she says. In order for her to get that happy over, because she doesn't get, most of us don't get cash apps unless it's a birthday or something like that. Most of us don't. She's not going to ask, but maybe she needs the money. I don't know. Hey, people. Did I even speak? Hi, Mocha Drop. Dog Liquor. Dog Liquor Cam, did you have a nice birthday? I hope so. Hi, allegedly. Allegedly in capital letters and an exclamation point. Lord have mercy. This was so kind of, oh, okay. Yeah, it feels good to do the right thing. I think if we all just did a little bit, that would certainly help her spirit. Like people actually were concerned enough to do that for her. We know that gas is $5 all over the country. She's in the SUV. You know, a woman sleeping in a van out on the road somewhere. That's just not healthy, right? So I don't know. Whatever I'm do, I'm not going to go over there picking on somebody who's going through it or is in pain. I'm not going to do it. If she was crying and laughing at the same time, it's probably because the stress is about to drive her crazy, honey. If that hits you, you could be watching a cartoon, girl. If you're going through and your husband left you and all this shit, you got all these bills and all this kind of anything, honey. Somebody can just give you a kiss on the thing, you just lose your goddamn mind. It's on the inside. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she hasn't told all the business. I purposely have not watched her. I just don't feel like I need to be going over there trying to get some content out of it. Everybody apparently doesn't feel that way. Baby. Control yourself. Hey, Deanie. Uh-oh. Big trouble. What's going on? Stay over here with your dad. Sit your bum right there. There you go. Yeah, I'm just back for a minute. I ain't gonna be here but a minute. Dee says she owns a place in Mexico, and shouldn't she be at home fixing her place up then? If she owns a place in Mexico, all the stories are so jumbled. I don't think she knows what she's doing. I think sometimes people they get their identity from their job, right? You'll see people like that fool. He can't keep a job, so what do you know about it? But a lot of people get their identity from their job, from what they do. If they lose what they do, a lot of people go through this even when they just retire, right? It is very stressful because now who am I, right? I ain't saying that she was extremely braggadocious or anything, but Dee Ramsey, since she's been on here, has been able to make a decent living, and she's been able to go where she wants to go and party and do all the things she wants to do. Excuse me. But and now things have changed, right? Where she's jumping from city to city, to country to country. Wasn't she just visiting Sean Bradley somewhere, and then they were in Mexico together, and all this stuff in 2 weeks? And now she's in a whole different state and just driving through and sleeping in the van sometimes and all that kind of stuff. Whatever, child. I don't think this is how she planned her retirement. But we don't know. I'm not going to know. I'm not going to go chasing behind that woman for a story. She is on a road trip alone by choice. Well, that's what she said. You know, what else you going to do? You got to keep pretending everything's fine. Everything's in control. Everything's all right. So I'm selling my shoes and dresses because everything is fine. And I'm going to sleep in my car. People, I've slept in a car before. You know how difficult that shit is? You out there in some damn state, you don't even know where the fuck you are. The lights are out, you know, on the roads. You know, it could be serial killers out there, as far as you know. That shit, I don't care what she says. It ain't fun. It ain't fun by yourself. It'd be different if she was in one of those big, excuse me. Come on, let's go. Move it, bing, bing, bong. Get bum of it. You gonna be good? You stop it. Don't hit me with the puppy dog eyes. Stop barking. I should have got an apartment with no hallways. Mm-hmm. He knows what's coming. He knows that's the next move. Hey, do I enjoy my piece? But y'all got any opinion on this stuff? I just don't see that as being a person. I mean, can you imagine Jay Wilson is your pastor? You go in there and pour your heart out to your pastor, and he goes online to laugh about it, make fun of you, girl. Right? He makes fun of everybody, particularly people who are going through poverty. And I just can't imagine anybody being poorer than Jay Wilson, right? This is where he came from, honey, from the swamps of Florida. The swamps. Oh, we didn't get no free lunches. You have 9 niggas living in a goddamn tin can, motherfucker, and you gonna try to tell me that you didn't get food stamps? How she feed all you black bastards for one damn thing, girl? Right? And that's so you moved into a house, and now your whole identity is in that house. So you don't know how Dee Ramsey feels or what she's going through. Imagine for a moment, Jay Wilson, you lost that goddamn house, and you had to move all that junk that you put in there into a storage container, some goddamn where, girl. And you ain't got no damn job. Well, you used to that because you ain't never got no job, girl. What if you lost your YouTube channel, bitch? And you imagine your ass driving around in the stinking Lincoln or the Volvo, nowhere to park it. I don't have no empathy. And I think one good thing is I haven't been watching her videos purposely, but I don't see that she's drinking. I mean, that was always the big issue with me, that she was always drunk, but she don't seem to be drunk. Right? So I don't know what's going on with her. But I think it's a good thing if she's not drinking like she used to. I would see that would be great. She does look thin in the face. That could be from a number of reasons, including stress. But you never know what people are going through or what's going. I've experienced that in San Francisco when I used to work for the youth mentorship program, and twice it happened. People would kid each other, read each other, doing all that kind of stuff, and we had no idea what one of these kids was going through, and he killed himself. All the time that we was picking on him and laughing and joking, whatever, reading. Or they kids were. I wasn't shit. I was a mentor, but what they had no idea what the kind of stress that boy was going through. You don't know. You never know, honey. If you can't help, then shut the fuck up. That's what I say. You don't kick a person when they're down. Didn't they teach you anything in the seminary? What was the point of the seminary, Jay Wilson? I mean, really, seriously. What was the point of it exactly, girl? So you can make silly ass, oh, praise God, we gonna pray for her. I bet you Jay Wilson ain't pray for no goddamn body, girl. She have no concern whatsoever about the well-being of Dee Ramsey. They ain't nothing but another story. Lacks compassion. You think that sounds like somebody who God has called? They always get up in them places how God is. I hear God. I hear God. It reflects in your character, boy. So I would think it would be a positive thing for you to remove doctor from your fake name, because that fake person is not a doctor, correct? You say that you are, but you refuse to show the goddamn documentation. But Jay Wilson is not a doctor, right? So why don't you take that off? And you're certainly not a pastor or a pastor or anything to do with ministry. So why, just out of respect for the church, why don't you take that off and just be Jay Wilson the asshole? Right? Be honest. I'm just a shock jock. That's my dream now. I want to be like Howard Stern. I'm just saying, if that's what your dream is, nigga, say what it is. Stop faking. You came over here where you had the Sunday service, right? What, you just lost your passion for ministry? Do people walk away from their ministry like that? Oh, I got other things to do on Sunday. What do you got to do on Sunday, child? Isn't everything closed on Sunday? Everything's funny. That's okay. And we're going to watch it. Just like we watching it with Tasha K, girl. Same thing, make you laugh or make you cry. Jay Wilson, you would be devastated if you lost that goddamn house. And it is so easy. It is so easy to lose a house, nigga. Particularly when you don't even need, girl. Right? You paddling backwards, bragging. It won't happen to me. It won't happen to me. Do you know how many foreclosures we had, girl? And was it 2016? How many people lost these homes where they thought they were secure in their house, girl? You can't keep a job. So it's a very good chance that at some point you're going to lose that house and come on here talking about, oh, I want to get the equity. I sold it for profit. I sold it for. you sold it for profit, and then how did you buy another house? Because the prices of the houses keep going up. So when you sell something, girl, and you think you got so much equity, girl, they're gonna require all that to put a down payment on another house, girl. But on the other house costs a lot more money, right? What kind of lame ass excuse are you gonna use for that, Jay Wilson? A grown ass man sitting up in the house by himself all this time. That's all you can brag about, girl. You would be devastated. You'd be out on the road, honey. On my own. Why did it end this way? This isn't how it was supposed to end. One more time, all by myself. Mm-hmm. Ronnie Q is enjoying her peace. Be grateful, people. Be grateful. Be grateful. Mm-hmm. Keep on laughing. Keep on laughing. We're going to have a belly laugh when your ass fall. Hell, it's just life, honey. It's just life. You made all the wrong decisions. Not one thing that you brag about, not one thing has helped your life in any way. Right? You think you're a businessman because you have a YouTube channel? So you had to go get a master's degree in business for that? You say you went to seminary and you got a master's or doctorate in that? What good? I mean, what difference does it make? It's just something to hang on the wall. It ain't like people who go to school, get educated, and then turn it into a career for themselves. By collecting student loan debt, a fool. Mm-hmm. You feel so secure on YouTube, right? How did you feel on that day when they took your channel, Jay Wills? Right? When you actually had to face them bills, girl. Describe the fear that ran through you when they porn bombed your station, took it away from you, girl. It could happen just like that. Something you said stupid. You say something stupid every few minutes, girl. Somebody could take it away just like that, girl. Something can happen. Hi, Sandra Mitchell. Hello again. Yeah, every once in a while we'll breeze back through here. So, Wanda, you've been going through a physical injury and stress. Something happened. Okay. God bless you, honey. We all go through, honey. We all got pain. Even though some people seem to feel like they don't have none, just wait. Just keep on living, baby. Mm-hmm. All hell has broken loose. Excuse me. This is not working out at all. Get your ass in the... Get the boom down down and the ding dong ding. You know what his dad did, gonna ready to lock him up. He goes right into his cell. Back into the dungeon, dog. Hi, Tracy. All hell is broken loose. Well, if you're talking about the girl, that's been going. I mean, she's been going through it for a few months now, right? And maybe sometimes she'll sit down with her people, but people are so vicious and nasty. You don't really want to give up your real business here. This may not be the place. Maybe she'll get her some counseling and stuff. She's into the spiritual and reading these books and stuff, but you can't judge what somebody else's spiritual life is like, right? It's not my experience. I don't mean anything. Mm-hmm. She better call that man who would come back Charleston Blue. Come back, Charleston Blue. Y'all don't know nothing about that. In the penthouse. She is definitely going through something deep. Yes, she is. I don't know what kind of husband gonna send their wife out on a trip like that by herself. This is something I've never heard of. The way she reacted, y'all please consider helping that woman out. I'm telling you, it feels good. It's nothing like it. Better to give than to receive. I think she probably is too proud to ask for anything. Yeah, she really thinks she's doing something by sitting up there in that empty ass. Girl, what are you doing with the rest of the house? I mean, let's just say, Jay Wilson, you sit in front of that 1999 book of pictures, girl. And that's all we really experience. So why would we even give a fuck about what's going on up? Have you even been upstairs in the damn house, girl? Look at all these rooms. Look at I'm killing your black ass nigga. It's because of the way you were raised, girl. I'm not a trained psychologist, but even I can see that the way you worship every dime and being in the house is everything to you, girl. It comes from your insufferable poverty. You can only imagine just trying to get 9 people to lay down in the goddamn trailer. Right? It's on you. It hasn't left you. The pain. Squeeny dog, ding dong, dinny. That's him, Betty White. He's a dong dong dong, de dong dong, de dong dong. He's so sweet. I can't imagine not having a dog. Why did the husband leave? I think her husband's a truck driver or something, but she keeps saying he's still there. She keeps talking about her husband's kind of things, but she ain't gonna tell us that kind of stuff, child. Right? If you've been with somebody several years, I just can't imagine what she's going through. I haven't even looked because I haven't wanted to go in there getting content from her struggle, whatever it is. I wish everybody the best, honey. But I'm not going to kick somebody when they're down. I cannot stand bullies. I hate it, girl. I hate them motherfuckers. That's what that bitch is, Jay Wilson, Sister Wilson. Why don't you change your name from Dr. Pastor Jay Wilson to Sister Wilson? Be honest. You're a woman. That's why you got a woman dog. You relate to her. The lyric. You a woman on the inside. On the inside. What's going on here? Hi, Alice Dickerson. Alice Dixon. Z. Hi, uncles. I have no idea about that girl's business, child. They over there speculating that the downfalls came because the women in the club chat financed the show, and they paid for it. We already speculated that, but I don't know that this woman then lost her house because of the show. The show was a few air tickets and some few hotel rooms for 2 or 3 days, girl. So Jay Wilson was empathetic. Tracy, is this what you call empathetic? These are what you call receipts, girl.
That crying episode, it was the crying for me. It was the ugly face for me. It was all of this.
There's your empathy, Tracy.
Girl, go home, Dee Ramsey. Before you go on another trip, go home and ground yourself and go back on out there. I don't know what's going on.
What home?
I don't know what's going on. Ooh, that thing had my nerves bad. And she was crying and
here it is, Tracy.
Like
you said he's empathetic.
All right, girl. Go get yourself grounded. You had to skip that crying too, Miss Cruiser. Oh, Lord. I thought her food stamps came on. What food stamps? Y'all.
The same ones your mama used, nigga. And she's still cramming food in her face again, girl. Every time she come on there now, she's cramming food in her face. So, Tracy, no, that's not empathy, honey. That's sarcasm. She ain't got no empathy for nobody. I'm gonna pray for Dee Ramsey. You ain't gonna pray for shit. You can't get no prayer through, nigga. You're not sincere. The fervent prayers of the righteous. Are you the righteous? You're a disgrace to any kind of ministry. I remember when the sister came on here, girl, she said, what? Pastor? When were you a pastor? The nigga's cover was pulled. 2 weeks later, she done left the damn holiness church on Sunday. You're supposed to leave the bullshit, nigga. That's what you're supposed to surrender. Stop doing this, girl. No, you threw the church under the bus and went on about getting in the mess. You're a pig. It's all being sarcastic. Child ain't got no empathy for nobody, child. Jay Wills, are you serious? He's laughing at her crying. How you gonna laugh at somebody crying, girl? It's only a certain type of person. So we're happy, we're celebrating. I'm happy, at least, that you never made it into anybody's church, right? It would have been a disaster. It would have ended in scandal. Either they would have caught you taking loads off of Grindr, or they would have caught you stealing money, right? Certainly, they would have caught you treating the parishioners badly. It would have caught your mouth and the real you, nigga, right? So we're glad you didn't make it into our God's church, right? Whatever we think about it, it's still the church of Jesus Christ. You're representing him. Every time you mention God, it's in a joke. Is that the role of somebody in ministry? I come back to the same question. Why did you go to seminary? What was the point? Jay Wilson telling tales again. He's a pig. You expect him to be a pig. I don't see any empathy there whatsoever. Nothing. Her greatest days, her greatest video was when Rico was homeless. She found that hysterical. And she still tries to come for him even when he got shelter. Oh, you got it from the government. You got it from the government. You got to go wash them pots and pans. You got to go working. Oh, you got it from the government. Who gives a fuck, nigga? When I lay my goddamn head down, I'm laying on my motherfucking mattress, bitch. She was so happy when he was going through. She could not stand it when he acquired housing. Ain't that a bitch? So you want Rico laying up under the bridge some goddamn where? Ain't no pastor, Tehran. None. This is an insult. You need to take that damn name down. Oh, that's right. You had to put that name up, right? Because they took your other page, right? Dear Wilson, losing that house would be the best thing that ever happened to you. It would. You would have to get out there and really learn about life. So you don't understand what she's going through. Imagine them people putting the notice on your door, girl. And you have to walk away from that house. Where would you walk to? You just told her to go home. Where's home? She sold the house. You don't know if she's keeping an apartment. You don't know anything about them. You don't know if she's still with her husband. You don't know that. You're just running your goddamn mouth because you lack empathy. You lack it. You need to be going over there, since you want to pick on people, pick on that white dude who's over there fucking you up on a daily basis, girl. You go everywhere but there. A lot of people would do better to experience poverty. It builds character, right? He needs to go through a lot more living since it's almost over. You're 55 years old. That's the mark when people start dropping dead from a heart attack. Look at Kevin. Look at that damn what's the boy that just left? I forget. Kevin Samuels. Wasn't he in early 50s? He's your age. Anything can happen. He claimed to have a clean life too. You over here taking handfuls of pills, girl, and you already slipped and said that the doctor said that you should be on lisinopril. I'm very familiar with lisinopril, and it means you have high blood pressure. It doesn't mean you have almost high blood pressure. It doesn't mean that you're pre-diabetic. It means you have high blood pressure right now. So what do? You go taking handfuls of diet pills and starving yourself. The man said you're supposed to be on blood pressure medication. This is serious business here, boy. Okay, well, in the end, he was okay. Let's do a little bit more than Tracy. Tracy, you don't believe you refuse to believe that fat meat is greasy.
Now she said that she based in North Carolina right now, and I think you just need to go ahead and go back to North Carolina.
This is empathy.
And get a little regroup. Because, honey, I don't know what you did on Calat Mountain, but girl, yeah, I hope she isn't having mental health issues.
You do?
I'm not getting online to cry. I think it hit her. Because the lady only sent $99. Okay, it was $100.
Why you worried about how much money somebody else sent somebody else, nigga? She always got her mouth on somebody else's money. Oh, I'm not counting your money. I'm not counting your what do you mean you're not counting her money? Oh, you got $99. The lady just sent you $99. Ooh, what would you do if you got 1,000? Ooh. Jay Wilson, aren't you the one that's on here talking about you just in it for a coin? A coin keep me here. I'm beefing for dollars. Oh, you ain't got to give. You don't got to give. You don't want to. You don't, like I need your permission to go in my wallet and give you something, nigga. Who gives a fuck? What do you mean? You don't have to give if you don't want to. But give. They do it because they want to. They just get this thing. Why don't you just forget about money, girl? Forget about it. This is nickel and dimes. You're making a fool out of yourself. You make a fool out of yourself, boy. Don't you understand anything? Tracy said he happy at the end. Girl. We ain't gonna watch that fool to the end, Tracy. Oh, who is this? Gone Fishing 2000? You don't miss the joint, but I appreciate the joint. It made it a lot better man. Okay, it made you a better man. Hell yeah. If you get nothing else out of prison life, you will learn how to respect people. If you don't learn nothing else, honey, and this is what Jay Wilson, he needs to do a couple of years, girl. Maybe he can do a couple of years, right? Around some men. He needs to be in the face of men, and those men will teach him what respect is. We're talking about people who will kill your punk ass if you don't respect them. You disrespected me, therefore I'll murder your motherfucking ass. Right? You'll get a lot of things on the street about character, about being a decent person, even in the worst of conditions. That don't mean you got to be the dredges of society, honey. Right? A person like you, Jay, would not last very long, girl, in the streets. I'm telling you. You would not, because you don't respect people. You have no respect. You don't know what it's like, girl. Some people take that shit very seriously. If I was in your face, I take it very seriously, girl. You know good and damn well in Atlanta, if you said one goddamn wrong word, girl, your head was coming off your shoulders, bitch. I understand what you're saying, Gone Fishing. I do understand it. You need to live. You need to suffer. You need to go through. Particularly if you're a single man, what the fuck you doing? You already living like you in the suburb with a family. Everybody else in the neighborhood got a family, girl, except you. Look at all this here. Look at I did it all by myself. No, I got the payment. I get the payment. You back on the plantation, bitch. You worried about, I'm working. Who talks about they're working so much from a nigga who can't even keep a job? Girl, you done had how many assignments since you've been on YouTube? There are people on here been on their job 30 years. They about to retire with grace. How you gonna retire from somewhere, Jay Wilson? You gonna work somewhere 6 months and retire from it? Dumbass, 5 degrees. Hi, Elaine. I know James Wilcox personally, and he does not care about nobody but himself. He tolerates people to get something from them. And right, I don't know why they even go over there, girl. They keep going over there on this channel because he ain't got nothing to say, child. But he ain't never did anything to help their damn channel. He'll tell them in a minute, I ain't coming on your channel and give you a coin. I'm with the commercials over here. I'm with the commercial. I ain't going over there. What do you mean? Why should they come to your channel then, nigga, to give you conversation? Who are you helping out, honey? Them little $5 cash apps you give just so people will see your name? Girl. That nigga, it offends me so much that he claims the name of God. Every time he mentions God, it's in some kind of humorous thing, right? He don't believe nobody's actually watching his ass. He thinks that a house is God. I got a hell. I got my 2 cars. This is Dee Ramsey is a prime example, Jay Wilson, when you build your character on material things. What could happen? What could happen? You lost that goddamn house, girl. What would happen if it come and picked up the Volvo? Because you can't make the payments, girl. Gas is $5 a gallon, girl. You trying to keep this and keep that and all this shit, girl. It doesn't make any sense. For what? You sleep in your master bedroom, girl, where you going to have 5 different guests in the house same time? Only guest we know about is King Jives coming over there. Because you can't, girl. Never mind. When I think of them 2 fools, they're not King Jives, I love you. Don't worry about that. When I think about them dancing in that room over that money, girl, and he had the nerve to talk about Dee Ramsey shedding a tear. What the hell was that you were doing in that room, child, when King Jives came to your town and you went online begging for 2 straight hours? Every time you got a nickel, you broke out and dancing, honey. Remember that? You have a short memory, Jay Wilson. Mm-hmm. Elaine, Kenita says, Elaine, I'm sorry you had to make Jay Wilson's acquaintance. I feel so bad for you, girl. I'm sorry you had to go through that, honey. That's what happened when he got out of seminary, girl. He going to the church. Lord, he thought he gonna go and clean up, honey. He went right. Said, no, we don't need nobody to clean up. We got the tithe and offering. What we need is somebody to sweep these floors. That's all as far as he made it in ministry. Like nobody got no discernment. They discerned your punk ass, dumbass. The roach stomp. Yeah, they were killing roaches. That's why they were dancing, child. Now, I ain't got no problem with what's his name? With King Jives. I got a problem with him. The point is, he was flown to Florida to participate. The whole time he was there in where he lives, San Antonio, he was saying that I don't want no trouble. I don't want no mess. I don't want no mess. The boy recognized he's up in the house with the messiest bitch on YouTube, honey. Jives begged, but he was begging that day. That was a begging mission. Now all these guys beg some. I fall down there because I don't ask for money. Y'all fine with me. People give me, and I get paid from YouTube. I'm not obsessed with money, honey. I'm an old man, and it just is not that important to me. It really isn't. But I'm very grateful for every nickel I get. But all of them, if they're younger, they intend to grow their channels and all that kind of stuff, they're going to need to get some money. Right? And you guys just give wherever you want to. It feels good to give. I just gave to Dee Ramsey. I liked it. And we never been friends, but I can have enough respect for her. I'm not going to try to kick her when she's down, whatever her issue is. He thought her crying was hysterical. She's a woman. Women cry. It's the truth. They cry before men do. I'm going to tell him how much you want to bet Jay Wilson starts a charity thing for Dee Ramsey just to keep the money for himself. Lord have mercy. They might catch him, girl. Right? He does certain things to cover up what he's actually up to. As soon as they had them damn hurricanes, that nigga, first thing come out of his mouth, you can give to this number, you can give to them, and you can get, how much did that trickle down to you, Jay Wilson? You were working frontwards and backwards, girl, on a fucking national disaster, girl, and all you can see is the money. What they do with the money? Oh, they gonna get the money. Mm-hmm. Sandra Mitchell, yeah, she said it's fine sometimes, but sometimes they take it too far. I give to channels all the time. I give now and again if the spirit moves me, you know. But yeah, you shouldn't be on there just begging. Like begging is your show. People are resistant to that. They say, "Well, girl, you always begging. Shit, what's different about today?" You know. But if you have a need, you're on here, you're giving up your time or whatever. People will like you and they just help you out. It's just a tip. Just like you go get a hamburger Mary's, girl. You like the, oh, you were really nice and sweet. And you give them a tip. That's all that is. I mean, you know, they turn it into something else. It just kills me the way that boy makes such a big deal out of other people getting Cash App though. And that's all you do on here, bitch. And then on here 4 and 5 times, she know I got 3 videos already today. But I'm working. According to that white dude over there, you ain't working shit. You're supposed to be in a residency that never works, that never shows up. You got to have some place to accept you to be a resident. When you have huge student debt over $100,000, child, the deal is if you work for 10 years in nonprofit after you graduate, you can have the whole debt erased, eliminated, right? It's always been that way. But he can't stay on a job 5-6 months. And he can't come nowhere near no 10 years. So you still owe that money, Jay Wilson. You're an idiot boy, right? You personify failure. And you've convinced yourself that having this damn house is success. But the reality is, and I've said it before, I don't mind saying it again. It's kind of what the beef sector is. We keep saying the same shit until we hammer it into everybody's head. The reality is, after you qualified for a loan for that house, whether it's from your dead mama, however you got a down payment for the house, you moved that junk in there. You went to the Goodwill and got a bunch of junk in there, calling it decorating. You moved into the house, and almost immediately you were fired from another job. And you have been fired from a job all your life, girl. And you've been pedaling frontwards and backwards to try to stay in this house, right? That's what happened. You couldn't qualify for a house now, girl. You can't even qualify for a washer and dryer. You got to pay cash. Anytime somebody telling you that they got to buy a washer and dryer and they have to pay the cash and they buy the cheapest one on the goddamn thing, girl, it's telling you couldn't qualify to get a damn washer and dryer. You certainly couldn't get no damn house. You ain't been able to keep no job, girl. That's just the reality, right? Getting a house in San Antonio. I mean, people are rushing from California because it's so easy to get a house in San Antonio, girl. Most of them are bringing their children with them. That's why they need a house. That's why they need 3 bedrooms instead of 1 bedroom or 2 bedrooms. Most single men, even if they're successful, will move into a 2-bedroom townhouse or condo, something like that, right? Because they don't need no house. What are you going to do with it, child? Just more stuff to clean. Ghetto net, the beggars. Oh, wait a minute. Givers aren't appreciated. I appreciate you. Appreciate it on Ghetto net. What? The beggars are appreciated. Lord have mercy. The beggars of Ghetto net. Oh, Lord have mercy. Sharon Marie. Mad at workers who give. And then you top it off with a pussycat. Meow, meow. That's what Jay Wilson already used as his thumbnail. The pussycat. That's what he is. Pussycat, pussycat, we love you. Yes, we do. We love all your pussycat ways. Meow. Queen. Queen Wilson. Mm-hmm. Hi, Sharon Marie Watson. Answer your question. What is it? Let me see. Tara Clark. Hold on. Are you going to make a video calling out Cardi B? No, I don't know who she is. Only thing I know about Cardi B is her situation with Tasha K. So if I report on the situation with Tasha K with Cardi B, it's because I'm talking about Tasha K. And yes, I'm aware that many times I mix up their names a lot. Please forgive me. But no, I don't. I've never even heard a Tasha Cardi B song, so I'm not a fan of hers. I wouldn't know anything about it. That's young people. Right, I'm an old man, honey. I know I look gorgeous and sweet and good, but I'm really an old dude. So I have very little in common with these young rappers who talking about gushy, pushy, and the gushy and all that stuff, girl. So I don't know what her antics are, darling. I hope she get her money from Tasha K. Don't ask me why, but Tasha has presented herself in a certain way, and like I said, I don't like bullies. So I always take the side of the underdog. It seems like. But as far as Tasha K, I think she's right. Not that I have any vested interest in either one of them. It's just a story, just like her. Mm-hmm. How much do you want? Okay. Let me go up a little bit more. So, Tiara Clark, you're saying Cardi B, okay. She's got some other beefs going with other people. I ain't getting sucked into that stuff. If it was somebody that I knew, I was aware of, like Jussie Smollett, I watched him. I was a fan, So I got drawn into those stories. It has to have some resonance with me personally. I have to listen to the person or know the person or something. There's nothing there. All I know is that she's been successful. I appreciate anybody who are successful, whatever they do. Sometimes I've been watching just ballet, and if it's an excellent ballet dancer, it makes you cry. Excellence, the spirit of excellence. Politicians who've done, look, Barack Obama. I mean, I was so proud of him, but just that he could accomplish what he accomplished just by being who he was is excellence, right? So whatever you do, you see a painting that is beautiful, it'll make you emotional. Just because somebody does something well. These singers, I mean, real singers, honey. I mean, I'm catching up with some of this rap. I like the beats of the rap kind of stuff, but that's from a different era. I don't know nothing about those people. Now I was in them streets though. That was good theme music, get you a beat in your ears. But now, not really. I keep saying it, and I won't stop saying it. Jay Wilson is insufferable, and I wonder if he knows that. I don't think he gives a fuck. Really, I think he just cares about the number. Really, I don't think it bothers him being an arrogant, nasty, filthy ass pig. I don't think it bothers him being a bully. I don't think it bothers him how people feel about him. How many men do you know in their 50s who got 5 degrees who want to come on YouTube just to be insulted? He's always talking about, oh, I know they don't like Tracy. I know they don't like Tracy. I said, girl, nobody, honey, ain't nobody hated as much as you, Jay Wilson. Every time somebody else, some people don't like Rico. Some people don't like you, nigga. A whole lot of people don't like your punk ass. And you keep coming back for these lashes, girl. It should bother you. It should bother you. You made a disaster of your life. Nothing happened. Does that bother you, Jay Wilson? Nothing happened. And you over here now getting flagellating yourself, whipping yourself, girl, for a couple of dollars. I don't think it does bother him, Kenitha Russell. I really don't. Hi there, CM. I see you. Mm-hmm. You think I should research Cardi B? Why would I research Cardi B? She's a rap singer, child. She talked about the Ushi Kushi. I remember that song she did, Kushi and my Ushi. I think that's the only time I actually ever saw her because everyone was talking about this video she made with Megan Thee Stallion. I thought that was kind of cute, but I ain't gonna really research that woman. That doesn't change what happened with her and Tasha K. Tasha K is only interesting because she's a YouTuber. She's one of us. I guess neither one of us. So she is a story because we know who she is, honey. Tasha calls her the one hit wonder. I said, well, girl, that's pretty good. The one hit, honey. I think she's on a roll. You start getting Grammys, you ain't got but one album, honey. I think that's pretty good. But people, it's just a matter of basic respect for people. Jay Wilson is like Republicans. Their unspoken motto, do as I say, not as I do. Exactly. A hypocrite. He is a hypocrite. And thank God that he never made it in the church. One more failure, right? Well, we don't need him in the church. People like him. Okay, Tracy, you said at the end that he's sympathetic. So what, he talks shit about her for 2 hours, girl? At the end, he said, oh, but I feel I'm going to pray for her. Girl. After I murdered her, they'll let me pray for her. Lord have mercy. Y'all consider sending that lady it look like she might need some change. Y'all have a good, what's the day? Ooh, Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It don't mean much when you don't work, do it? End of the week. That's about it. Okay, talk to you guys later. Have a good Friday. Later.